Hello everyone, welcome to Data-Decoder. Today we're going to talk about the concept of COUNTIF, Sumif and Averageif along with the multiple criteria, that is COUNTIF, Sumifs and Averageifs. Starting with this, the dataset first. So we have state like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Haryana and Rajasthan along with the cities and population. I have used linked data type geography to extract the population. You can use ran between in case your linked data type is not visible or available in your system. Starting with the COUNTIF, as the term says, we want to count the value based on a certain condition or a criteria. So it's COUNTIF. It says count the number of cells within a range that meets a given condition. We will take this range of state, absolute reference, and criteria is Uttar Pradesh. Now if you drag it down, you can simply see the count of the number of cities within Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Haryana and Rajasthan. It's simply giving you the number of rows based on the condition. Second is SUMIF. So we want to sum if the condition or criteria is met. Now there are three arguments. First is range, second is criteria, and then sum range. Now let's start with a range. So I'll take this range. The criteria is again Uttar Pradesh and the sum range is the population. So I want to see what is the total population of Uttar Pradesh. Let's do the absolute reference here as well. Close the brackets. So now the sum of the population, the total population of Uttar Pradesh is same as given here. If you drag it down, you can see the population of all. If you kind of expand the column, then you can see the whole figure for Maharashtra as well. Something that we can do furthermore with SUMIF is, let's say SUMIF, since the sum range is more of an optional value, I can say that okay, I want to sum, I've taken this as a range this time. I said like I want to sum if, let me just freeze it as well. Now the criteria is I want anything greater than, let's say, 1 lakh. And you'll write like this. So I want to sum only if the population is greater than 1 lakh. So you will see the Hisar will be kind of a dropped out, Farrukhnagar will be filtered, again Pokhran and Jaisalmer will also get filtered out. And you'll get this value. Now, if I have to show you, I'll say greater than 1 lakh. Let's sum this, and this value exactly matching to that. Similarly, if you want to play around with, say, stating that I want anything which is equals to 1 lakh or less than 1 lakh, something like that, anything that you want to have certain condition like operators greater than equals to such operators, you can use it like this. Next is Averageif. It's a very similar to SUMIF. The only difference you will find is that it's doing average instead of a sum. Again, three arguments: range, criteria and average range. I'll take again this range. Criteria is again Maharashtra. I've taken two cities, two states this time, and the average range. Okay, let's freeze it. Here we go. So you have the average population of Maharashtra versus Haryana. Let's move to the next, which is kind of having multiple conditions. So I've updated the stats here. It says Uttar Pradesh as a state, city, and the gender and the male population. Let's count if here. Count ifs we are using because there's a more than one criteria. It says criteria range. Again, the range is the states. Then we have the criteria 1. So in this instance we have Uttar Pradesh as a state. The criteria range 2. So we're going to select this. Again, absolute reference. And the criteria is a gender. Now if I run this, I'll get 5. 4 for each. What it's doing, it's saying okay, Uttar Pradesh, let me just show you with a filter. So first criteria was Uttar Pradesh. I have taken this state. Then I have filtered based on or matched based on the male. The total number of rows that you find is 5, and that is what you're getting here. So based on multiple criteria, you're getting the row count. Next is sum ifs. Now again sum range, so we'll take this range, absolute reference, criteria range 1, we're going to take the states, match the criteria range 2, that is cities this time, and the criteria, that is the cities. Now let's run it, and you will find Uttar Pradesh Noida have a sum of 14,175. So if I take this, you will find a same value appearing. Let's drag it. Same goes Ghaziabad, 11,56,980. So it's matching. Next is Averageif. Averageifs. Again the average range, absolute reference, criteria range 1. So in this instance again you're taking the states, criteria, that's Uttar Pradesh. Next criteria range, that is cities, so we'll take the cities. And lastly the criteria that we want to match. And here we got the average of the states versus cities. You will find the average population of kind of a Noida, which is based on male and female, and so on and so forth for rest of the states and cities. Please do try at your end. In case you have any feedback, questions, concerns, please drop a note on the comments, and please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.